Behind me is the rare slate grey Chevy 2500. If you asked me that 6 months ago, I would have laughed because you know how many slate greys we've had through Big Dog builds, but they are actually coming to an end. You cannot order one of these ones brand new anymore. There is a new 2025 model coming out. This one here, it's one of the last rare slate grey 2500 2024 models through Big Dog builds. I'm Dean Bleasner, the co-founder of Big Dog Builds. We are the most awarded American truck company in Australia with over 500 plus builds through the workshop. We've now got the new workshop. Let's go walk around this one. I'll show you what's involved in the essentials package and what this one has, ready for a canopy. So when it comes to the essentials package for your Chevy 2500, we are talking suspension lift kit, getting it ready to tow, which also means a wheel and tire combination. Up the back, you've got a set of airbags. You've also got airbag pressure control, so you can control those airbags from the comfort of the front seat. You've also got a long range fuel tank. Who doesn't want to go that extra kilometers between fuel stops, as well as a good hitch on the back. So starting up the front here, I'll show you the suspension, wheel and tire combination on this one. For the suspension in this one, the Chevy 2500, you would see loads of them through the workshop. The most popular suspension kit to run a 35-inch tire is a BDS 3-inch suspension kit with the Fox 2.5 remote resi shocks. What's a remote resi shock? That's your remote reservoir on top of the shocky. That one holds the extra oil in the shock absorber. It'll keep the oil nice and cool from being away from the main body of the shock. And you've also got dual speed control in these Fox 2.5 DSCs, dual speed control. You've got low speed and high speed. The suspension kit from BDS is up to 3-inch, so it's adjustable from 1.5 up to 3-inch height. We normally set them around the 2.5-inch mark. That seems to be the sweet spot to get the right wheel alignment and the right wheel and tire combination to swing underneath it with minimal trimming. For the wheel and tire combination, the Method 305 NVHD, the awesome looking Method Bronze on this one with the black lip, have the iconic Method zinc bolts around the outer lip, the HD wheel over 2-ton load rating, and with the tire, Nitto 35, 12.5, 18 Nitto Ridge. So the 128Q in these Nitto Ridge grapplers is a massive 1,800 kilos per tire. That one there with a 2,000 kilo wheel package means that you've got plenty of load rating there. 3,600 kilos per axle, which is well and truly enough for even the bigger GVMs, which this one actually has. We have gone for the front flares for now because this one is going off to a canopy. When it comes to wheel and tire combination and choosing the right look for you, it really comes down to how you like the stance of the vehicle. If you're wanting to go for a safe fitment inside a flare, in my opinion, these 18x9 POS 18s look great like this one here. Once the canopy goes on the back, it's going to look even better. For the essentials package, we've also got the long range fuel tank underneath here as well. So 211 litre Titan replacement fuel tank in these Chevys, roughly 75 litres more than standard. It's going to get you around the 1,000 kilometre range mark, depending on how you drive, what sort of setup you have and the conditions. But having greater distance between fuel stops, the Titan replacement fuel tank is our choice. And then for the rear suspension, we've gone and installed those Fox 2.5 remote resi shocks in the rear. This one's also got your leaf blocks in the rear as well. And it is sitting quite high because it has also had a leaf spring reset done, which is ready for the canopy to go on. So once the weight of that canopy goes onto this vehicle, it's going to bring down the rear end. It's going to cover these tires nicely, tie in the whole build, and it's going to be nice and leveled and ready to rumble. Back to the essentials package, we've also gone and installed a set of airbags. So a set of airbags is a perfect combination to really get right when it comes to what sort of trailer you're towing at the back of the vehicle. And if you're wanting to get the best out of it, we really need to know about the whole use case of the vehicle, what the end goal is, what you're towing, where you're traveling to, how often you're traveling. And a set of airbags is the perfect setup to really just balance it out when you're super heavy on the vehicle or you've got the trailer on the back. Popping a little bit of air in these leaf helper airbags is really going to help the ride throughout the vehicle itself. You're not going to get that porpoising in the front end. And you've got your 2 Schrader valves at the back there to pump up these airbags. Or you can do what this customer's done and upgrade to the Air IQ wireless air pressure control kit. We talk about the air pressure control, inflating, deflating the airbags from the comfort of the front seat. I've talked about the Logic Air IQ controller, and that's this little bad boy here. to wake this one up here, push any of the buttons. As you can see, unlock, push a little button on the back. That one there, we've got 26 PSI in both of those airbags. As you can see up the top here, the setting for these 26 PSI is unloaded. So this one here, still on the default settings. We can just hold the button down there. You might be able to hear that in the background. Deflating those airbags down to 0. You can also inflate, deflate each airbag individually. So if you are parked up on a hill, one side's lower than the other, it's amazing how much these airbags actually do control the rear end of the vehicle. I get that question asked a lot. Balance those airbags out, inflate them both together, and then you can go through the top settings there. You've got 7 different presets you can select. So if you've got the boat, you've got a caravan, you want to go unloaded, you can name them up, swap the little icons up the top, and you can simply double click those buttons and it's going to select and inflate to the pressure of each preset selection. So super, super simple, easy to use. You've also got the iPhone, Android app, but this one here, simply wake up the controller and it's going to show you the live pressure in left and right airbag. You can inflate, deflate these ones while driving, let the passenger play around with that one, really feel the difference in the drivability. And if you're outside the vehicle, you can look at the controller, you can inflate, deflate to look at how level the vehicle is. There's not really a pre-select setting on what air pressure you should run. Every setup's different depending on how much weight you've got, the conditions of the road or the conditions on off-road. So playing around with the air pressure control, especially on those corrugations, is super, super important. It's amazing how much difference a few PSI makes. So you've got air pressure control, airbags, suspension, wheels, tires, and a long-range fuel tank. That's the essentials. We'll get into this one. I'll swing back around to the front end and I'll also show you the roof rack on top because this customer has done the essentials plus a few extras. When it comes to the essentials package, like we said, this customer is getting it ready for a canopy on the back. So we really dial the suspension in, ready for that weight of the canopy. This one has also had the biggest GVM upgrade we offer, which is a 5828 kilo GVM. To do that one, we need to tick the right boxes when it comes to suspension, wheels and tires, leaf spring reset in the rear end, as well as airbags in the back. But for the front, as you can see, he's also gone and optioned up an off-road creative front bar, the rare slate grey colour in the bar there with the satin black hoop. And then we've also gone and installed 3 Baja Design Sport LP9s. So these ones are 9-inch spotlights. They've got the combo lens in them. So you got your spot and your drive and your flood all in the one light. The amber temperature in these lights, really, really nice to drive. I'm getting good feedback from people running them that don't like the really bright white lights. So reflection off sides is really minimal. And then it's also got the standard steady combo light bar and fog lights inside the bar, and of course carbon off-road wireless winch in there as well. So we relocate the winch controller inside the bonnet. We also have your isolator switch in there. If you think you're going to need your winch, have that wireless remote control ready. For whatever reason the wireless remote controller stops working, you can also plug in your remote control. You're not having to fiddle around and try to get access to it inside the bar. These winches, simply pop your hand in there. If you've got a really big hand, maybe travel with someone without a big hand, get in there, turn the winch isolator, run that one out, flick it back into gear, use your controller, and that one's going to get you or probably someone else out of the pickle. When it comes to additional accessories, this one here, of course, is the Big Dog Builds accessory rack. This one being the V1 combination. We do have 2 racks for the Chevy platform. This one here, steady 50-inch curve LED light bar on the front there. We've connected all of the LED lights through the Switch Pro SP9100 switching unit. So with the Switch Pro controlling the lights, you really get the best of both worlds. You've got your DRLs in here. Your high beam controls the LED lights. And with the Switch Pro, you got memory function in there. So turn your high beams off, turn them back on. It's going to remember to turn the light bar on, just like a traditional rocker. Got the 1.2 meter whip there for the GME XRS UHF combo. And up here, you've also got your steady side lights as well. So amber side lights on this one. Got a few different options there now. And the Big Dog Builds accessory rack, we supply spare additional channel nuts, and this one here is ready for max tracks, solar panels, shovels, pretty much all of the light accessories that you need while forward driving. This rack here is going to give you the best of both worlds, and you can also still access your sunroof. So if you did want to stand up through the center console, adjust the GME unit without getting your feet wet outside, this is the roof rack for you. Guys, click on the link in the description below for the Essentials package. If you want to see more builds just like this rare slate grey, click on this video here. If you want to see these things boogie up the beach, this season here is one to watch as well.